Torc Limited, a company with true innovation at its heart.
TORC stands for Thermodynamic Orthopedic Reusable Cast, and we're working to improve the lives of adults and children with lower limb conditions, utilising TORC2's unique polymer, allowing for low temperature adjustment directly onto a patient. We are looking for £200,000 worth of investment in return for 10% equity. This is required to design, develop and manufacture a range of products in the field of orthotic splint and cast devices, produce an upscaled multi-head direct granular fed 3D printer system via collaboration with Warwick Manufacturing Group's Additive Layer Manufacturing Division. TORC2 have just been awarded by Coventry City Council their very first innovation grant funded by the ERDF of £82,000, which will support this activity and has been accounted for in our requirements. Shareholder benefits, we have SEIS, EIS in place, together with shareholders agreement and R&D 3-year tax credit assurance. The graph shows sales versus profit and loss for the years 2017 to 2019. By the end of 2019, it's anticipated that we'll have achieved a turnover of just under £2 million, with a net profit of just over £800,000. It is the intention of the board to either float or sell the business within the next 5 years. We have the UK patent anticipated within the next 3 months, and the Euro and the US are both in application.
The patents include the use of the torc compound in the manufacture of a range of medical splint and cast devices. Also specified within the patent is the use of 3D printing technology as the primary method of manufacture.
TORC Limited was established in July 2013. The day-to-day management team consists of Gary Blundell, Ron Taylor and myself, Catherine Watton. Gary and I both have over 30 years experience working with large and small businesses, whereas Ron Taylor is our technical and our polymer chemist.
The torc material was born out of over 100 polymer compound formulations over many months and following confirmation from Warwick Manufacturing Group as having the desired physical properties within what we refer to as the Goldilocks temperature range of 37 to 55 degrees. The blend of materials used create a stable compound that is a malleable putty-like fluid at a temperature that is safe and tolerable to humans, but on cooling to body temperature becomes a rigid, slightly rubbery material. This gives torc material its USP of low temperature adjustment directly onto a patient. Once the correct formulation had been determined, we approached leading orthopaedic consultant surgeons working with Warwick Medical School based at the University of Warwick. Their response was to present back to us their wish list where significant long-standing deficiencies within the current systems of orthotic care would benefit most from the properties within the torc compound.
Our aim is to develop a bespoke production process incorporating the torc material which will benefit the patient, comfort and accuracy of fit, faster delivery, reduced pressure sores, element of natural built-in flexing, the clinician in reduced fitting times, elimination of rejects due to incorrect splint production, the ability to see the splint applied and checked in a single clinic visit, vastly reduced stress cracking and easy repositioning of securing features. Steve Cook, University Hospital Coventry in Warwickshire, stated that using torc material, which can be fully customised on the patient, would revolutionise orthotic care.
The route to the NHS. Prototype assessment with the support of UHCW's Newgate Analysis Centre, headed up by our leading clinical support Steve Cook. Clinical trials involving Warwick Medical School and Professor Richard King, Head of Innovation at UHCW Coventry. Dissemination of results through the British Orthopaedic Association to all its members, championed by leading orthopaedic consultants Steve Cook, UHCW Coventry, and Dan Perry, Alderhay, Liverpool. Leading to either development of material and license sales via existing NHS service providers such as Opcare Limited, or sales via NHS Online Supply Chain Framework following the Spotlight on Innovative Products programme, where TORC Limited will clearly have showcased the key NHS requirements of improving patient outcomes and assisting in the delivery of savings to NHS trusts.
One of the 5 key conditions we care about is hip dysplasia. The little girl in the picture, Caitlin, was born to Ron Taylor, our polymer chemist, 26 years ago, and the treatment for the condition has never changed until now. When a child is born with this condition, they're put in a Pavlik harness for 6 to 8 weeks, and if this doesn't rectify the situation, they are taken into an operating theatre and fitted with the plaster of Paris spica cast. Often this isn't correct first time, so may need to be reapplied, resulting in general anaesthetic on both occasions. If again the situation isn't rectified, the child may have to go back into the operating theatre every 6 to 12 weeks, and this has been known to happen in certain cases for many years. I've spoken to a mother whose child was screaming with blood coming from the cast, not only stressing the child but the parents, then having to wait a few days to get operating time to find out what the issue was. Speaking to other mothers highlighted other issues, the main one being cleanliness. Our solution is a neoprene spica suit, which will have pockets of the torc 2 material and include heaters and sensors. Here is a list of benefits. A key one, which was on the wish list of the orthopaedic surgeons, is that following the initial fitting of the spica suit in an operating theatre, any changes can be carried out in an outpatient department, saving the NHS £1,800 per hour theatre time. The UK spica cast market is approximately 2,000 patients per annum. We're forecasting for 2019 a 13% share of this market, which will result in a total profit of £130,000. There are approximately 18 hospitals across the UK performing these operations to date, and it's expected that during 2020 torc 2 will achieve a minimum of 80% market penetration in the UK. Here are just a few of our supporters. Dan Perry and Steve Cook we've already spoken about, but we also have Professor Matthew Cook, who is one of the top 100 influential clinical leaders within the NHS, Coventry University Enterprises, Health, Design, Technology, the University of Warwick, and Dr. Greg Gibbons, Associate Professor at Warwick Manufacturing Group. To summarise, we are looking for investment of £200,000 in return for an equity share of 10%. Investment is required to develop a bespoke production process which will benefit both patient and clinicians in the orthotic splint and cast arena. SEIS, EIS, shareholders agreement and R&D 3-year tax credit assurance are all in place. It is the intention of the board to either float or sell the business within 5 years.
Join us on our journey to revolutionise the way orthotic services are delivered.